right, so here he is, Khabib Nurmagomedov. His future, in all likelihood, is in the UFC Hall of Fame, but his present is this fight right now, once again taking on a fellow top 10, 155-pounder.
And when you've done everything that Khabib has done, that's all you see, is the best the business has to offer. Yeah. And after the McGregor fight, his star shined more brightly than he ever could have imagined. I know how humble Khabib is. I know how much he loves to live in privacy. Right. I understand that, but when you beat a Conor McGregor in the way that he did, he became an international icon, and it shows as you watch him in his pursuits of just opportunities and everything. But nothing is available to Khabib if he does not take care of business in this octagon. And every time he steps foot there, he does exactly that. One of the most dominant fighters the UFC has ever seen.
Going into that Conor McGregor fight, UFC 229, October of 2018, had about 4 million Instagram followers. Yes. How about 15 million? You got some pictures.
I mean, the next day, he was up to 10. It was unbelievable. That's what happens when you fight Conor McGregor, and you beat him.
Most lightweights say, top to bottom, the toughest matchup for them in this division is Khabib Nurmagomedov. We'll see how it goes for him here tonight. All right, so Islam Makhachev getting back on the proving ground here tonight, putting his undisputed UFC lightweight championship on the line. So much to love about this man's mixed martial arts acumen, his fight IQ, and you got to think it's going to take the very best out of his opponent to wrest the belt away.
Anyone that hopes to beat Makhachev has to be on their game. Your wrestling's got to be on point. Your striking's got to be on point. But more than anything, you have to have a steel mind. You cannot break in front of Makhachev because he will then drown you. This guy is a champion for a reason. And as you have seen time and time again, Hasbullah joins the Dagestanis in the octagon.
Perhaps that's an X factor tonight. The great Hasbullah in the corner of Islam Makhachev. Islam Makhachev is ready to go, and that means so are we for our main event. And now our tale of the tape for this lightweight fight. All right, now for the official introductions, we send it inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the former UFC lightweight champion and the member of the UFC Hall of Fame, Khabib the Eagle Nurmagomedov. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Islam Makhachev.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready.
All right, so here we go with Islam Makhachev and Khabib Nurmagomedov. Makhachev told us in our last fighter meeting that they could have charged a pay-per-view price for the sparring sessions between these two, and good on the UFC for getting this fight together.
I mean, you know it was a hard fight to put together. But they have skill sets that are so similar that you know this is going to be a chess match at the highest level. Both of these guys are tremendous wrestlers. Both have great cardio. Both have really, really high-level striking. Let's see who's going to be willing to take the first step backwards, because I think that will dictate who gets the job done.
Making all these shots count.
He passes the half.
A lot of top pressure being applied here. All right, so yet another ground and pound strike lands right there, DC. He's
getting very active now that he knows he can land these strikes.
Makhachev's back inside control.
Big ground and pound.
Good work from the top here by Islam Makhachev. Another ground and pound strike lands. Well, champ, I don't see that well, but it's hard to miss the redness underneath that elbow. A lot of bodily investment from his opponent tonight.
Yeah, it's an investment, John. It may not pay dividends right now, but the more you go there, the more damage you do, eventually it will show itself. And right now it's starting to show.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Islam Makhachev.
His back's open. Take the back.
If you're the bottom fighter, DC, what do you do?
You got to move. You got to shrimp. You got to get up on a hip to try to move your opponent off of you or pull him down to close the space.
Oh, he's got the Kimura locked in. Hang on a second. Beautiful job to escape.
The level of awareness that he just showed there tells you how high level a mixed martial artist this man is.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Nurmagomedov. All right, inside his opponent's guard here, DC. You don't want to play around here too long.
No, you got to either have 2 hands in or 2 hands out, or guys start to attack triangles.
All right, half guard position for him here, and I can hear Dominic Cruz in the back of my head just screaming about underhooks somewhere.
Yeah, he loved it. I mean, but he's right? He's so right in terms of if you're on your back in a half guard, one thing you can't be is flat on your back. You need to be up on an elbow.
Right.
You need to be half on the side, and you need to control the far side underhook. It is a battle for underhook when you're fighting in the half guard position on the mat.
Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now because you get to make your opponent decide. They try to turn back into you, you can attack. If they turn away to try to get to your knees, you throw your hooks in and you got all your rear choke submissions.
Sit down. Take a deep breath. Here's some water. Drink, relax. Good? Okay. So we probably lost that round.
All right, so the takedown's the big storyline in that previous round. Let's look back at some of the highlights, DC, and got to be pretty discouraging to get grounded that many times in one round.
Oh, it's so discouraging because all you want to do is let your offense go, but every time you're getting dragged to the floor constantly, you're starting to get fatigued. He's starting to wear on you. Let's see what type of effect it takes on his offensive approach as the next round starts. Boom, straight left hand.
And there's the takedown, solidly done there. All right, DC, half guard position here. You've done a lot of good work in this spot in your career.
Oh, man, I love this position, and you see this fighter today loves it too. It is the most secure position in fighting. You get an underhook on one side, you keep a half guard on the other, and then you just go to work. It's the safest position, especially for a wrestler. He's doing a really good job putting himself in position.
And busy as he looks to improve position here.
Now he's looking arm triangle on the opposite side. When he goes to finish, look, he's got it locked. When he goes to finish, he has to pass his body all the way to the opposite side, drop his chest to get enough pressure to finish his technique.
Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. Nice punch from the clinch by Nurmagomedov. Hip tosses him down. Now we'll see if he can advance position.
I mean, right into side control.
Makhachev gets hit with that hook shot there. He's got to be careful to not allow the offense to follow up here.
Well, don't take many of those. Another strike to the head lands.
A little single collar tie there.
Big double leg level change. You see him put himself into the half guard. Like the control, yep.
Now drops inside that close. Nurmagomedov's looking to lock up an armbar here.
Oh, he's got the armbar deep.
There's the tap! Your winner by submission! Wow, an unbelievable result submission, and he bided his time there. He stayed patient, waited for an opening, and then when it was there, he certainly capitalized to get the tap here tonight. All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
He does a great job of staying patient. He doesn't rush or panic. You are never safe when you're fighting this guy. You're in a lot of trouble. You're in a lot of trouble the entire time when you're this good in the submission.
Now to Bruce Buffer for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 34 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by tap out, Khabib Nurmagomedov.
All right, so a lot of fighters have suffered from a similar fate against Khabib Nurmagomedov. You heard it there from Buff. He gets it done by submission tonight.
I mean, this is his world. When you're having to grapple with Khabib Nurmagomedov and spend extended periods of time on the ground, you're constantly
It's 100 niggas that you I'm it's 85 just to walk on. There's a lot of these niggas be cool. I'm for the